These little 2-bite brownies with crunchy hazelnuts are so fudgy and rich, you'll never believe that they can be made in about 20 minutes and with just 4 ingredients. If you've got Nutella chocolate hazelnut spread, an egg, all-purpose flour, and hazelnuts, you've got everything you need to make Nutella fudge brownies. Stay tuned and I'll show you how. Since these brownies are so rich, I like to bake them in a mini muffin tin. So while your oven is heating to 350 degrees, line a 12-cup muffin tin with paper or foil liners. Toasting your hazelnuts is an optional step, but I think it's a good idea. It brings out the flavor of the hazelnuts, and it also will help you remove the outside skins, which can be bitter. Just put the nuts on a lined baking sheet. You'll need about 1 ounce. You're going to want to bake them in a 350-degree oven until they're nice and fragrant. That'll take about 8 to 10 minutes. Oh, these are great. They're smelling very fragrant. And I can see that the skins are starting to crack open and peel back a little bit. That's just what you're looking for. So we're going to dump the hot hazelnuts onto a clean dish towel. We're going to cover them up with the cloth. You can let them sit there for a minute or two. It helps kind of steam them and helps coax the skins off. Or you can just start rubbing right away. The idea here is to loosen the skin as much as possible. Don't worry if all the skin doesn't come off. This looks just fine. Whether or not you toast your nuts, you're going to want to chop them. I like using a knife, but if you want to, you can put them in a food processor. Just make sure to pulse them so they don't become finely chopped. This looks perfect. Now I'm just going to set them aside for later. Okay, now let's make the batter. I'm going to start with a 1/2 cup of the Nutella and scrape it into a medium mixing bowl. And we're going to add 1 large egg. Now that's not a jumbo egg or an extra large egg. Believe it or not, it makes a difference. And we're just going to whisk these 2 ingredients together until the mixture is well blended and the Nutella is smooth. And now we're going to add 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and whisk until it's blended. Now we're ready to fill our muffin tin. For this process, I use a 1 tablespoon mini cookie scoop, but you can just use a regular old tablespoon. I just fill each cup with an even amount of batter. The cups will be about 3/4 of the way full. And now I'm going to sprinkle over those chopped hazelnuts. Just a few on each one. Bake these guys in a 350-degree oven for just about 11 to 12 minutes. The brownies are done when a pick inserted into center of one comes out with moist, gooey crumbs sticking to it. Set the muffin tin on a rack to cool. These brownies can be served warm or at room temp. These little brownies are moist and fudgy and unbelievably decadent for something that's so easy to make.